for the rest of this episode, it's going to be a short enough section, but we're going to do a non-spoiler review of Ori Village. Eric's take on the game, haven't played the whole thing. By the time we all get to play it, then we won't need to do a whole episode where we do non-spoilers and then spoilers. We'll be able to jump straight into spoilers because at the start, me and Adam can say whether we emulate some of Eric's non-spoiler feelings or not. But we'll be able to literally do a deep dive discussion on the whole game. So that's kind of one of the great things about being able to do kind of non-spoilers now, with one of us having played it and us being able to kind of ask the questions that we feel we need to ask. But Eric, do you want to give us your general non-spoiler? Well, okay, let me start here. Let me ask you this. Is it important to have played, since we've just discussed Ori 7 and the reasons why we discussed it, is it important to have played Ori 7 before you play Ori 8? Without giving away why.
So it does actually have a recap video. There is a recap video, but for all, I think still yes, for the extent of getting attached to Ethan, to Mia, and to kind of understand their sort of relationship and stuff like that. I think yes. And also it's a really good game, so just go play with 7.
Okay, so that's a nice way of bridging into this. So Eric, we might ask you some questions if we have some that we feel we could ask that haven't brought up yourself yet. But I'd love you to just tell us a bit about Ori Village without spoiling the game. What's your take on it?
I prefer it to 7.
Wow. Whoa. That was good. Is that it? End of episode.
Really good. The enemies are class. The Lycans and the sort of thrall chaps that you would have seen in the castle demo. They're really cool. Graphically is an improvement. I think people's face and hair is definitely much better, and some of the designs and stuff for it. It's actually kind of like the map is almost like Midgar in God of War.
Right.
You do something and then it will open up a new area and get like new trade. The map is almost like that. It's very actually explorative, and yet again sort of reminds me
of
of
Metroidvania.
Sort of like Metroid, but there's even areas you could go to that you don't have to go to at all. So there's like little secret alcoves and stuff. So it actually almost reminded me of like God of War, but also like Bloodborne and Dark Souls, where there's little areas you could go to that like you wouldn't have even thought to go.
Encounters in those areas, or just things that you can collect?
Sometimes not. Sometimes, but there will always be something to get. But sometimes they have encounters, other times they don't. But
I wonder if that's why so many people are saying that the game is such different lengths on their first playthrough. It really depends on maybe how much you explore, how much you push on.
Yeah. And then the combat I think is quite improved because you have the Duke, the Merchant, and it brings back that Resident Evil 4 upgrading your weapons, like the tune-up is what it was called in Resident Evil 4. But you also can get attachments for your weapons that also gives that extra boost and stuff. That's a really good. The whole game's great. It's a great game.
What size is it?
It's a big size. Oh, it's 30 gigabytes. That's actually really fast.
That surprises me. That really surprises me.
Good.
But that, in a good way. And did you find, did you have any lags or any problems of any kind, or
no? And the loading speed is fucking so fast.
Right, and you're playing on PS5, yeah?
Yeah, playing on PS5. You just press continue, a couple of seconds, you're in the game. That's like glass.
Wow. And just when you were saying about the combat and stuff, obviously we were saying about Ori 7, where it's the combat isn't particularly fun. It's more that it's kind of a scary game and it's stressful and you just survived encounters. In this case, where there's more combat, is the combat fun?
Yeah.
Or is fun the wrong word to use? I don't know.
Stressful. It's fucking stressful.
But even watching you play the demo, when you're doing the castle demo, the combat looked good.
No, the combat's really good, but the fucking the Lycans and the Moroka, which are the name of the thralls,
cool.
They're pretty fucking stressful as fuck. Because sometimes actually, you might go into an area and as you're going along, and you can hear the Lycans growls maybe,
Mm.
and then you might look up and they're all like perched kind of above you or up on high ground, like watching you and shit.
Oh man, that sounds both cool and terrifying.
Yeah, so they did a really fucking good job with all the enemies in it.
Right. And is it scarier than 7 from
Yes.
your perspective? It is.
Do you
Oh,
think
fuck.
so?
Oh shit. I've heard a lot of people say not at all, but that's interesting.
I don't know how people are saying that 7 is scarier. I'm like, are you fucking shit me? When I was first playing it and I had the headphones on, there
Right.
was it's
That's a
when you-
different experience, isn't it? Playing
Yeah,
games
oh.
like this with headphones is a different experience.
Yeah. There
I
was
don't
one
know.
bit I was doing and I could hear noises that slowly became the sounds of the Lycans, and I was like, I'm not looking. I just kind of kept moving like it's like I'm not looking.
Wow.
I think it's I think it's way scarier.
Jesus.
Stressful, and then there's a segment in it which I think is the scariest segment Resident Evil has ever done.
Cool.
Holy fuck.
So that's why I'm kind of thinking.
I could take a guess at what that might be. And I think it
You
has
could.
something to do with one of the 4 lords. Because I saw them and there's one of them where I was like, I'm not looking forward to that one. And I have a sneaking suspicion that one is going to be the scariest one.
How does it rank for you then out of the entire series?
Oh, fuck you.
It's obviously quite fresh at the moment, so it might change. But just at the moment, where do you think it ranks?
I think for me, it's up there with 4.
Wow.
So could
Like,
this
right beside- like
currently
on-
where it stands, like it could be your favorite
Well,
or second favorite?
4 is my favorite.
Okay, so this could be your second favorite.
This could be my second favorite. Yeah.
See, at the
Cool.
moment, you prefer to Ori 2 remake.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's good too, isn't it?
It's just that I know that you gave that such high praise. You know, like.
Well, Resi 2 is fucking amazing as well. Yeah, they're all kind of up around. So Resi 4 would still be at the top, but then I think Resi 2 and Resi 8 would be kind of on par, maybe.
It's just
For different reasons.
The ranking, I think, is just interesting because the initial reviews that came out were like glowing. They were great.
Mhm.
And the more and more reviews that came out, not that the game is rated badly by anyone, but there's a few, like some of them are 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, like crazy praise, up there as one of the best Resident Evil games. And some are like 6 out of 10, very disappointing. And it's these are official outlets, and it's just quite interesting. And for a lot of people, it seems to be that the story is the reason they rate it low. And for other people, the story is the reason they rate it quite high. Everyone agrees that the gameplay is good, you know. so it's interesting. So obviously there must be something in the story that's like, I don't know, really divisive or a hot take for people. I don't really, obviously we don't know what it is. But Eric, without spoiling anything, how did you find the story of the game? Like, don't tell us any specifics, but like, did you like it?
Like, is it a good story?
Oh, yeah, no, I liked it. It's a good story. Yeah.
That's it.
I can't really go. If I start to talk more, I'm afraid I'll go into something that spoils. All right, I'm afraid to spoil it.
Well, here's something I want to ask you. Right, here's something I want to ask you. How much do you want one of us to play the game so that you can talk about it?
So much.
That to me is a good thing. I think that's a good thing. That means that there's. I've also
much delivery guys to hurry up with delivering that game.
I know, fuck's sake, like it's
Why is it delayed? Like, that's mad.
It's with DPD, and I don't know what, and so it's with them now.
And I got it before the game was officially released.
Yeah, look, I was in touch with who I ordered it from, and they dispatched it on the 5th of May, with the hopes of it getting to me by the 7th because it was a pre-order, and they were like, you know, so the people that I ordered it from did nothing wrong. They genuinely tried to get it to me because they showed me the date that they dispatched it in an email. Because I did get in touch because I was a little bit annoyed because I had a kind of a clear weekend to play it, with the hopes of being able to get around to talking about it and stuff. And now it's like, even if I get it, I have a week of work, so being able to play at the odd time here and there is not really the immersive experience that I wanted. But it's just unfortunately the courier that has it just haven't delivered it yet. So, and then as soon as it got to the weekend, I was like, oh, that's it. They're not delivering until Monday. Like, if it hasn't gone out on a Saturday, then there's no way they're delivering on a Sunday. So I won't see it now till Monday. Well, I hope I see it Monday. Yeah, because I'm really looking forward to playing it. Like I've heard good things. Another thing that because I have followed this game quite a lot since the trailer came out. Like I'm really interested in all the things that people are saying about it. And now trying really hard to avoid any spoilers online, but developers are saying that they wanted to make a feeling of an amusement park, like a horror themed amusement park, where 7 was more like a haunted house experience, like something you might do on Halloween. You go to one of these awful, scary haunted house experiences. That this one was more like a scary amusement park with different amusement rides that you go to.
Yeah,
Do you feel they captured that?
That is said it. I can sort of see that because each lord has their own unique area, almost like an amusement park.
I mean, that's sick to me. Like, that's cool. Does each lord then, because we know about the 4 lords, do they?
I don't know about the 4 lords. I didn't even know there was 4 lords in it.
Oh.
Well, there's 4 lords in it.
Sorry. Sorry.
All I know is that lady with the big hat. That's all I know.
Okay, well, do they all have a different vibe? That's all I want to ask.
Yes.
Cool.
Cool. Each area feels like a different Resident Evil game.
Ooh.
Now that's a hot take. That's cool. That's
with one of them going that one step further. That almost is slightly more evil within PT.
Oh shit! Really?
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck. I am not ready, but I also I can't wait. I've never really been this eager to play a horror game. I'm always like, I can wait for a horror game because I'm kind of nervous about them, and I'm like, they're never at the top of my radar at all. You know, I'm more driven towards action adventure or RPGs or whatever. And this game, and I've watched everyone's review on it pretty much, and I just can't fucking wait to play it, and I don't know why. Even though every time I've played the demo, I've been fucking shitting it, and I've been nervous. I'm just so intrigued by all the mythology that they've already set up and the imagery that's in it. And
this is also a non-spoiler thing.
Right.
It's to do with because with Resident Evil they always have collectibles and stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So they have like the like from Resident Evil 4, 5, and 2, I think they have like figurines you can collect, so you can obviously view everything in detail. But they do concept art as well within the rather than just having concept art where you're like, oh, that's a pretty painting. They actually have little boxes that sort of explain their reason for the design.
Oh, I love that shit.
Nice.
That's cool.
So that stuff is really, really good because you look at it and go, oh my god, I never really thought about that, but now you said it. That's awesome.
Oh, cool. So they give
have you looked at the trophies yet?
Yes, that's how I found out that the game is clearable in under 3 hours. I don't know how, but
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And does it look like a fun or annoying platinum?
Some of them will be annoying. There's 2 or 3 of them that are in the mercenaries bonus.
Oh, shit.
I was just about to ask you, how is the mercenaries mode, or have you tried it yet?
I have tried it. Yeah, actually, I tried it, and it's
how did you find it?
Not bad. It's actually pretty good.
It kind of looked like one of those old arcade light gun shooters.
Yeah, so every enemy has like a green health bar, and you shoot them and there's points, and then you can hit the gold orbs for extra time. You hit blue orbs and you get new abilities, but you can stack up the abilities, so you can have as many abilities as you want, and you can kill them. And then at the end of each stage, there's 3 areas per stage. So at the end of each area, you get to buy stuff from the Duke, be it new weapons, ammo, or even upgrades for your weapons to make them more powerful.
That sounds cool. It sounds like there's like real nice in-game incentives and stuff.
Yeah.
Would you say, obviously you can do that speedrun thing, but in terms of actually just playing the game, would you say that this game is a longer game than 7?
Yeah, because I think I cleared 7, I think first time maybe in about 7 or 8 hours, but this one then was like nearly 10 hours.
Did you?
I think so. Maybe.
Wow.
All right. They're not too far off though, are they? They're kind of similar. If you were staying on rails as such, like if you were kind of pushing
yeah,
on
I think if you're staying on rails, it'd be about the same in length.
Yeah. Okay. Which is not a bad thing. Like I think you can have a horror game too long. I always found that Ori 4, as highly as I praise it, I think it's one of the best games out there, and it did so much for the industry. But I think there's moments where that game overstays its welcome. I think there's moments where you're like, fuck me, like this is dragging. There's moments in that castle, and I think by the time you get to that island, you're like there's some cool shit on the island, but at the same time you're like, another fucking area? Are you kidding me? And how many times are they going to take Ashley off me? So there's nothing wrong with a horror game that's kind of short in length as long as it keeps its pace and atmosphere throughout. I think that's quite a good thing.
Well, what makes the game long, I guess, is your determination to move forward, isn't it?
That's it. If knowing me now, my playtime will be twice Eric's. I'll just be like, yeah, no, fuck this, I'm saving, and it'll take me like about an hour to leave a save room.
Is there anything neat regarding the DualSense in the game at all?
Oh,
I didn't really notice anything vibration-wise. Maybe there is, but I didn't really notice. When you equip the sniper, though, that thing is class. Because when you go to aim, there's actually, it resists against you to aim. As to kind of almost this idea, this is a heavy sniper, like. And then when you feel it in the trigger then as well.
So is this the best you've felt from the adaptive triggers so far of any game that's come out so far?
For the triggers, yeah. I mean, apart from obviously the demo that's made to show off the controller, but yeah.
No, yeah. So that's exciting because that there's going to be a lot of like shooter games and stuff. So getting to even just outside of even just Resident Evil to get to feel what that might feel like is cool, really cool. I don't think I have anything else to ask except maybe just this. How is Ethan this time around? Has he improved? Is he better? Is he at least better?
There are some moments when he's improved. He seems to improve when he's in a much more confident mindset, or when he's getting like more angry.
Okay.
So to speak. So when he's getting frustrated, angry, or slightly confident, he seems to deliver lines better. It's really when he's trying to care or be emotional and sad. It's a bit like, dude, come on, like.
Okay. So is it what, like a slight improvement?
It's slight improvement from 7, not a huge improvement.
Okay. Doesn't ruin the game though.
Oh God, no.
Not that I'm saying that Ethan ruined the game in the first game either, but like it is one of the cons I feel of 7. As we talked about, is that your protagonist is pretty boring, and could be interesting if it was a different voice actor. I feel, not to be like really mean to the voice, like it could be the director, the way they directed him. I don't know, or it could be that they use his worst lines. I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with what he's saying. It's the way he's saying everything. Like if someone else saying it with more feeling or more fear in their voice, and they could have really sold it. So that's just my take on Ethan's character. But now I want to hear everyone else's take, whether it's Resident Evil 7, which in the comment section you can go spoilers, so if you haven't played it, guys, maybe beware of that before you jump into the comments. But I mean, at this point, there's spoilers for that game all over the place, so really you want to just be careful on the internet in general when it comes to Ori 7 if you're trying to keep it fresh for yourself. And when it comes to Ori 8, if you'd please do us a favor, and also any fellow gamers that haven't played it yet, and not post any spoilers in the comments, but do let us know how you're enjoying it and where does it rank for you in terms of Ori games. We'd love to hear you. So if you are watching us on YouTube, do jump down into the comments. That's the most important thing for us, and have a discussion with us about Ori 7 and Ori 8. And also give this video a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and click that notification bell. If you listen to us on audio platforms, you can also touch base with us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Brothers Take, whichever one you prefer to use. Let us know your takes on Ori 7 and also your first non-spoiler impressions of Ori 8. Hit that follow button too if you're listening on audio. We'd greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We will eventually be talking about Ori 8 when we've all had a chance to talk about it with spoilers. We don't get these games early. Eric did in this case, luckily, but we don't. So it's not like we can put out review copies or like do, big spoiler reviews early on. So It will come a little bit late, when we all get around to it, but we will do it. So please do follow us. Please do check up on us for when that comes out. It's going to be a good one. Thank you very much for listening, everyone. We'll talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.